everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Ambitiously Misunderstood.
1, 2.
I am ambitious.
I am ambitiously misunderstood. Ambitiously misunderstood. Ambitiously misunderstood.
I am ambitious.
Ambitiously misunderstood.
Ambitious.
Ambitiously misunderstood.
I am ambitious.
Ambitiously misunderstood.
ambitiously-
Ambitiously misunderstood. Ambitiously misunderstood.
Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate all the love. As you know, it's your girl, Ambi J, here to deliver, okay? So today we have a special guest, my dear friend, the love, the beautiful, the light, actress, singer, dancer, model, okay? Just self-proclaimed church girl. Can I get an amen, y'all?
Amen.
Let's go ahead and welcome Miss Melissa Clark.
Hi everybody, my name is Melissa Clark. You might know me as Miss America's Miss Steeltown or National American Miss Pennsylvania, teen in 2012, Miss in 2014, but also as just an actress. You might have seen me on a T-Mobile commercial, or maybe a Pennsylvania Lottery commercial, or maybe on stage in Grease or Rock of Ages, one of those shows. But I'm just so happy to be here today, and thank you for having me, Amber.
Thank you for coming. When I made a list of guests, of course, you were in like the top 5. You're so inspirational. I am watching your career from Instagram from afar and sending you so much love and so proud of you. So I'm happy you're here.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So we're going to start off with a little bit of this or that. All right. So would you rather be Miss America or Miss USA?
Ooh, that's such a good one. I'd have to say Miss America, because with the Miss America organization, you get to perform your talent as a part of the competition, and you get to perform your talent like when you go to different events and appearances. So I'd say Miss America.
Oh, Miss America. Okay, Broadway lead or Netflix co-star?
See, now you're getting tricky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I probably have to say, for where I am in life right now, I would say Netflix co-star.
Come on. Why?
You know, I think because, especially in the time we're in right now with the pandemic, I think that everyone is watching Netflix right now and everyone is tuned into their TV. So I think it's like a greater opportunity for exposure. And I'm really enjoying the stories that Netflix has been coming up with. Queen's Gambit, I just watched that. So good. Yes.
So good. And as far as like diversity, I just feel like Netflix, Hulu, all of those streaming platforms are a little bit ahead of the game than a few of our industry, you know.
I agree. Broadway will always be there.
Yeah. It's coming back. Come back, Broadway. We love you.
We miss you.
Okay. If you could quarantine anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Probably somewhere near a beach, to be honest. I have been craving to be on a beach somewhere in the warmth, and I didn't get to go anywhere like that this summer. Obviously, COVID kind of threw a wrench in all of our vacation plans. But I'd have to say like a beach somewhere, maybe California. Yeah.
Hey, okay, you know, just
where you're at. About to come visit.
Gone.
You already know.
Okay, would you rather? We love our Black cartoon characters, okay? We don't have that many, but we cherish the ones that we do have. So would you rather be the voice of Princess Tiana, Queen Tiana, or Penny Proud?
Why did I know yours?
You knew.
Honestly, in all of Princess Tiana's regalness, I gotta go with my girl Penny Proud. She's just so much fun.
It's all about me.
And I just grew up on the Proud family, as we all did. So I gotta go with Miss Penny Proud. Shout out to Kyla Pratt.
Shout out. We love some Kyla Pratt. Okay, and I know you have the looks for all of the seasons, but your wardrobe, do you like your fall or your spring?
I have to say fall, especially this year. I've been really into like the neutral tones, the fall colors. I'll be trying to match the trees,
Come on,
some fall.
Brown with the brown and the brown.
Yeah.
It's brown sugar, okay?
See what I'm trying to do. Thank you.
So this next segment is called What's Your Ambiance?
What's your ambiance?
You know?
Okay.
Yes,
Come
I'm
on.
all about vibe, peace, setting the room, clearing the atmosphere. You know, as my sister in faith, it's also important for me to pray before I do a lot of things, before I make a lot of huge decisions. So I would like to know, how do you stay grounded in your faith working in the entertainment industry?
Wow, that's such a great question. So many things. And especially during this time, I think community has been a huge thing for me. And we obviously haven't been able to gather in person as we normally would, you know, when we're going to church weekly or, you know, rehearsals as artists and actors. But thank God for Zoom because I've been able to stay connected with my church family community that way. You know, we do like weekly prayer every week with my church at noon on Wednesdays, all the way in New York. So thankful for that. And just really, like you said, like, you know, taking time to still myself and, you know, prayer and meditation and trying to do that at the start of my day, even if it's hopping on the Bible app real quick, you know, just something to feed my soul. So.
Yes, we need that, especially in these times. I feel like it's so easy to just look at the glass as half empty. I mean, so many people are dying, so many people are sick. This election, like, there's so much going on in the world right now, the atmosphere. Yeah. It's really important to just really take control over a moment, just a second, just quiet yourself and let God move.
So important, absolutely.
Okay, so this next segment is called Without a Doubt.
Okay. Love these.
So, I struggle with doubt, crippling doubt, like honestly, really badly. Before I put out anything, I'm just like overthinking it. I'm doubting myself. I have to have so many people calling me and talking me like, you can do it, girl. It really is a village. So I want to talk to you like about loss and defeat. Like, can you remember a time specifically when you didn't receive something that you really wanted, and how did you move from there?
Oh my gosh, girl, yeah, so many times. From everything from pageantry to professionally with my career. And one thing that I really credit pageantry for is, you know, really teaching me persistence and the power of that, and coming back year after year after preparing and competing and, you know, not getting the placement that maybe I would have loved. But, you know, remembering that I still have a purpose and I still believe that there's a plan for me within this. And coming back, and I remember like years, I had placed like first runner-up 2 years in a row for this pageant competition I competed in. And I was like, all right, this is my last year that I can qualify for this age division. I'm just going to give it my all. And that year I was crowned, and I just stopped and think like, what if I would have given up and just, you know, let defeat take over me? And I'm so thankful that I didn't, because it definitely propelled me and gave me confidence in other areas of my life. So that's always the first one that comes to mind. Yeah.
And what was that feeling like after not getting it and finally getting that crown on your head? Like,
it was a moment. We have it on. You want to get a good laugh? Girl, I started speaking in tongues, calling after my mom, praising God. It was definitely a moment, and it meant so much more than obviously like the crown and the banner and the sash in that moment. It was really, you know, all of the years accumulated of working towards something that I started when I was so young, and it was nice to see it all come to fruition in a brief moment. So, yeah.
So when did you get interested in like entertainment and acting and performing?
Always knew I wanted to be a performer. And I joke with my mom often because she says that she didn't know that I wanted to pursue it professionally until like my senior year of high school. And I was like, what? Like, I was even thinking last night, I was like, even when I was like 5 years old, wanting to be like the Black Britney Spears, like a stage was always in the game. thought I was going to be a pop star, like in my 5-year-old mind, always. And I think, you know, when I was in high school is when I started to like really invest in my craft and, you know, take classes outside of like the High School Musical. And I did a pre-college program the summer before my senior year of high school that really helped give me a real idea of like what the conservatory program would be like. So all of those things, but yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's a journey. It really is a journey. I want to talk about post-college because, you know, there's a lot that goes on post-college that I feel like not enough people talk about, especially your senior year. I feel like sometimes you can get painted a picture of just an unrealistic, like, you're gonna get this at Showcase, and then you're gonna be this, and then, you know, you're working, you're Black, so you're gonna get this. So can you just talk about, like, expectations, what you kind of expected to happen, and kind of what happened and how you navigated through that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what was so great about our program specifically is that, you know, we had people that went before us that we were able to check in with and see, like, you know, okay, like, what is really going on once you move that tassel to the other side on graduation day. So I really leaned on my friends who were in classes ahead of me. So, you know, I don't think that when I graduated, I had any expectation of, you know, being a lead on Broadway immediately. But I definitely had some, I say some anxiety of, like, what is that next step? Like, after moving to New York, what does that look like? But I think remembering to keep that pressure off and just to, you know, take it a day at a time and still be open to learning, that helped me so much with my transition. And even everything from, like, you know, Showcase. And I remember, you know, even as a musical theater major, I didn't sing in my Showcase, which is something that, you know, I didn't anticipate happening. But, you know, starting to learn my strengths as an actor and be like, maybe I really want to lead with this, that helped me so much as well, too. So I think the expectation that was probably the most different is the speed of everything, is that, you know, it's going to go slower than expected, but that's okay. So
yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
Wins the race.
Ladies, always.
Tried and true.
How have you developed as an artist over the time outside of college? Because, I mean, you've done so much. You've been on an Amazon movie. You're in print ads. Every time I turn around, you're in a Charlotte Russe, like, something, and then you're on buses. Like, you're literally everywhere, and you're also, like, a pageant queen to me. Like, you have a crown, and that is amazing. I just want to talk about, like, your development, your artistry, like, coming into your own outside of a university, like, telling you who you should be. And yeah, how did you do that?
That's so important. That's such an amazing way to phrase it too, because I often think about, you know, some of the things that we were told in college as, you know, musical theater students who were so wide-eyed and just, like, you know, drinking in everything we were told. But one thing I've learned over the course of time, I think I heard someone say, you know, sometimes you got to eat the meat and spit out the bones. And that's kind of what it is. Like, you know, during that time, you're really collecting things for a toolbox of things that you'll hopefully use in the future. So I think over time, kind of like a little bit of unlearning and, you know, shedding the things that, like, okay, maybe I don't have to, like, wear this certain outfit to every single audition I go to. I don't have to wear, like, 6-inch heels and, you know, a solid colored, bright colored dress to every audition. You know, sometimes it works, but, you know, really embracing, like, my versatility and letting, you know, Melissy, who I am as a person, come through in the room or, you know, in any area of life, as opposed to trying to achieve this, like, cookie cutter template. If that makes sense. Yeah.
And that's just not real. Like, it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to be around somebody who's not a real person.
Exactly. And that comes with time and maturity. And I'm still learning myself, but I think that that's probably the first major thing when you come out of college. And, you know, sometimes you're trying to please your peers, please your professors. And I think that when you kind of make that transition, those things start to naturally let go once you embrace the reality of things in the real world. Yeah.
And just flow and let the flow flow.
Happen.
This next section is called Baby, I Got Ambition. Okay. I got ambition, you know. I'm a dreamer. A lot of people say that, and I used to be really annoyed by that. Like, I'm not a dreamer. Like, I'm real. Like, what I want is real. It can happen. Right. So I just want to talk a little bit about something that you have prayed on, manifested about, you've journaled about that has come true. Your testimony time, you know?
Oh, my testimony time. Wow, so many things. And that's, like, been the importance of journaling for me. I think everything from my family, that's something that's the first thing that comes to mind. My brother is actually in medical school right now, and he's at Ohio State University studying pre-med, and yeah, well, he's in medical school, so not pre-med. He's actually really doing the thing. but we were praying for all these months. He was in a program prior to this. And, I had it in my journal. I had it in my Bible app, just like praying for his acceptance. And he got in, and it was just like such a huge moment for my family. And it's been so encouraging, I've found, to see how God has moved into other people's lives and the lives of my family, of my friends. And it's that thing of like, if he can do it for them, he can do it for me. And it just gives me even more encouragement. My mother was in surgery this past year. A lot has happened, 2020, crazy year. but we've been praying for her recovery, and she's recovered so beautifully and so well. And during this time, I was probably able to spend more time with her than I may ever get to in my life. And so, that was a blessing. And that revealed a lot of things to me about myself. But hopefully I'm sticking to the question. But those are things that I've journaled about and prayed about that have come to fruition. Yeah.
I love that you say that, like, watching God bless other people in your life and watching how he's moving in their life also makes you think about your life. I really love how you answered that question, like that it wasn't just about you.
I know it wasn't about like me, but
no, that's great, because I think sometimes people think that like manifesting and praying, like it just has to be for yourself. Like if you are concerned about other people or you're concerned about a family member, you can also manifest and journal and like put energy into them getting through their breakthrough. I think that's really important for people to hear and know. So really, like, this is pretty much what the show is about, just like chasing your dreams, being fearless, taking big risks. Can you think of the biggest risk you've ever taken in your life? Like the most outrageous thing that you've done for your dream or for your career that somebody might have questioned, somebody might have called you crazy, but you followed your gut.
Wow. It's kind of silly, but it was a risk. It didn't turn out the way I thought so, but I was actually taking a workshop in New York, maybe about 3 years now, and it was with the incredible Miss Tasha Smith that we all mostly know her from Tyler Perry and things like that. And she's so incredible, and it was an amazing weekend. We got fed soul food that weekend from not Sylvia's, but what's the Melba's. It was so good. Awesome weekend. And I know it was my time to go up and do my monologue. And I was doing a monologue from Orange is the New Black Girl, and I was doing Tasty. And it was that big monologue that she does to like all the reporters, after Poussey's death. And so I was just like, man, I do the wig thing a lot often, right? And I'm just like, but like Tasty, like she's not that girl. Tasty is you know where this is going.
Oh no.
I was like, I want to be in character, you want to take a risk, and like, meanwhile, none of these people know me. Tasha doesn't know me. The people who are taking the work, nobody knows me, so nobody knows that like Melissa regularly wears wigs. So it was more of a me thing. But I was like, I'm just gonna go for it, go all out. So like literally as my number was being called, like with my number, and it was like, I was like, am I gonna do it? And I just like took it off. It's like dress the part. But I was like, it came down to that wig, right? You
gotta go back and get my hair! Get your wig right back on! I thought I had it on tight!
Took the wig off, Amber, took her off, got up there, and Miss Tasha don't play. She don't play. And it was a great session. Like, it was really, really real, but I'll never forget that. And then, even to this day, I'll have a moment when I think, I'll be like, I should have kept it on. I should have kept the car. But I was so committed to the character.
I love the commitment. I did not realize that you had the wig on in class. I thought decided to go like the next day in class, I'm not gonna come with the wig on, and I would just like commit. But you were like, no, I'm gonna come beat, and I'm gonna come in my wig looking good, and then I'm gonna take it off. The reveal of it all is the gag.
It's the reveal. Yes.
Is there a video?
It's a moment. A risk indeed.
It makes me so happy, and honestly, it just makes me want to take risks even more. Like, you survived that, and I'm sure you can.
I survived the moment. Exactly. Yeah, and I think the moment became way more bigger than the wig itself, but it also, I think I even shocked myself, was just like, oh, okay, you really did it. So I could take that and use it in the future for other things.
Yes, to give you that energy. Thank you
Exactly.
so much for coming on the show, for talking to me about your journey a little bit. I really appreciate it. I love you. Thank you. You are the definition of this show. And y'all, hey, okay, remember, if they call you a dreamer, you just tell them, my ambition, you don't understand. See y'all next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love y'all. Peace.
Ambitiously misunderstood. Ambitiously misunderstood. Ambitiously misunderstood.